In a lemon law case, you usually have 3 settlement options. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which of those 3 lemon law options is the best move for you. We'll break down exactly what each of those 3 options really means, and stick around to the end to find out exactly how to maximize your payout for your situation. My name is Sina Rezvanpour. Not only am I a huge car fan, but I'm also the founder of Sina Rez Law, a California lemon law firm specializing in lemon law. In 2024 alone, I helped everyday people win over a combined $10 million in refunds, and I give out a ton of free advice here, so subscribe to the channel to make sure that you don't miss it. Every single day, I help people just like you settle their lemon law cases, and if there's one question that I've heard again and again, it's which settlement option is best for me. Today, I'll help you answer that. In our experience, 99 out of 100 cases settle, and in most cases, there's at least some flexibility on the type of settlement that you choose. Now let's go a little bit deeper into what a repurchase is. In a repurchase, there's usually 4 steps. The first step is that the manufacturer takes the car back and they brand it as a lemon. The next step is they refund you your money minus certain deductions for mileage or add-ons. Third, they pay off your loan if you have a loan on the vehicle. And fourth, they cover your attorney's fees. Let's talk about some of the good things in a repurchase. There is a clean break that you have from your defective vehicle. There's usually a nice payout in a repurchase, and you can choose to take some or all of that money and put it as a down payment on your new, ideally problem-free vehicle. And you get to avoid the hassle of selling or trading in your car. But there are some downsides. You now need to go buy a new car, which could come at a higher interest rate than before. The formula for deductions can eat into your total refund, depending on some specifics in your case. So for example, if you got a service package or paint protection, an alarm system, or gap insurance, you're likely to have several thousands of dollars in deductions from the overall value of your case. Shopping again could be a pain in the butt, but this time you probably know a little bit more than the last time you bought a car, so you could be a better negotiator. Now let's dive in a little deeper into a replacement. Let's talk about how it works. There's 3 steps. In a replacement, the manufacturer again takes your car back and they label it as a lemon. Next, they provide you with a similar vehicle at no charge to you, unless you choose a vehicle that has more options than the one that you had before. Again, just like in a repurchase, you are responsible for out-of-pocket deductions. These are the same deductions that I mentioned in a repurchase. Things like service packages, paint protection, gap insurance, and alarm systems. They again pay for your attorney's fees, and you continue making your loan payments from the exact spot that you left off on your last vehicle. The upsides are that you don't have to go get a new loan, and there's no risk that you're going to get a higher interest rate this time. You get to stay with a model that you might actually like, minus the defects. Also, in a replacement, you're usually getting upgraded to the latest model year at no extra cost to you, which could be a pretty huge win. Of course, there are some downsides. A replacement is pretty rare, practically speaking. Biggest downside is that the law doesn't force manufacturers to offer you replacements. So you can ask for it, but they almost always refuse. In my opinion, if you're working with a lawyer, a replacement vehicle is not really an option that you could rely on. I can't really explain why, but time and time again, we've heard that when a lawyer is involved, a manufacturer is less likely to offer a replacement, although they're just as likely, if not more likely, to offer a repurchase. If you're dead set on a replacement, you should consider contacting the manufacturer directly. In my experience, they're more likely to offer you this if there's no lawyer involved. Another downside with the replacement is that there's a longer wait. Finding a suitable new car can delay the process, and if you're done with that brand, a replacement doesn't help you. Last but not least, there's a cash and keep. How it works is a 2-step process. The manufacturer pays you a lump sum of money, they cover your attorney's fees, and you keep the vehicle with the warranty intact, as long as you had a warranty at the time, and there's no lemon branding. The upsides are that it's typically the fastest settlement type. All the manufacturer has to do is issue you a check. There is a lot of flexibility because you're allowed to keep driving the car, or you can sell it whenever you like, possibly pocketing some positive equity that you've built up in the car. If your car's issues are truly fixed, which sometimes is the case, it can feel like a nice windfall with fewer risks. Just like the other 2 options, of course, there's downsides. You still own a car with a history of issues. If the problems resurface later outside of the warranty, that's on you. In a cash and keep, there is no standard formula for how much you'll get, and it could be more or less than what you would get in a repurchase. Let's break down the timing of each settlement type, starting from the fastest, then moving to the slowest. A cash and keep settlement is the fastest of the 3 settlement types. Next up is a repurchase. There's more steps in a cash and keep because you have to handle the car return, pay off the loan, etc. And the slowest of the settlement options is the replacement because the manufacturer has to go find you a vehicle to replace your lemon. Here is my framework of how you should make your decision. Love it or hate it. If you're absolutely done with the car, a repurchase is great because it's a clean break. If you still like the car or if it's truly fixed, a cash offer could make sense. From a financial standpoint, if your case is strong, you may want to push for a buyback to get a higher payout. A cash offer could also be on the table if the manufacturer wants to avoid a repurchase. We've seen some rare cases where a manufacturer will not only refuse to do replacements, but they'll even refuse to do a cash offer. I think another relevant factor in making your decision is your case strength and your ongoing repairs. If the offer isn't great and your car is still acting up, please take it in for another repair attempt. For example, let's say you got a cash offer and that feels like it's too low for you to accept, but then you bring your car back in and it's in the shop for 5 or 6 days. While the car is under repair, the service department confirms the same problems are still persisting. That new evidence can boost your leverage and possibly lead to a higher cash offer or maybe even a repurchase. Please don't be the person who's unsatisfied with the settlement offer, yet they won't go and get more repairs. If your car is still misbehaving, help yourself by letting the dealer document it. At the end of the day, there's no single best settlement. It depends on how attached you are to your car, your financial plans, and how strong your case is. And remember, if you want a better deal, but problems are still ongoing, take your car back in for repair and gather fresh evidence. If you think you have a lemon, use the link in the description for a free case evaluation. We can let you know what you will likely qualify for, and we can help you for free, FREE. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more lemon law tips and drop any questions in the comments. Thanks for watching.